Hello everybody and welcome back to the F1 2016 live career mode, which is being streamed right now on YouTube, where we are with no assists, ultimate AI, and anything can happen in this series with simulation damage as well. I forgot to mention that as well. We're here in China for the third round of the championship, and if you missed the last stream, which happened literally 10 minutes ago if you were live back then, we qualified P2 in wet conditions and I kind of made a bit of an embarrassing moment. If you want to find out what that is, then make sure to check that last video out for you guys as well. But we're in China starting P2 on the grid, and before we start this episode, we've won the rivalry with Grosjean in the last episode, which is important as well. And just going to quickly show you the updates. Ferrari are edging away from Red Bull a little bit, but we're not far off from our, you know, big team, if you want to know, as well. We're still P9 in the championship. We got 6 points from Bahrain in the race. If you haven't seen that, you want to go to the last lap because it was quite funny what happened to me on there as well. But in the meantime, guys, if you're new around here, make sure to slap a like on this stream and subscribe as well for more regular F1 content as well. We're getting close to 10,000 subscribers. In the meantime, we've got our agent who wants a word with us, so let's see where we've got to be finishing in this race to impress the board at Toro Rosso. Where we're going to be finishing according to our agent.
Hello, I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
So we've got to finish 4th or higher in this race, beat Carlos Sainz, and stay 8th or higher in the championship. So no more Grosjean, which is definitely what I wanted to see, which is massive as well. But in the meantime, guys, let's head out onto the track, hear Crofty and Anthony Davidson for the start of the Chinese Grand Prix, and it's live.
Ever since the Sauber of Felipe Massa passed Jenson Button into Turn 1 at the very first Chinese Grand Prix in 2004, Shanghai has consistently provided close racing and extraordinary memories. It's where Lewis Hamilton effectively lost the title in his rookie year, and it's where Nico Rosberg claimed Mercedes' first win of the modern era in 2012. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1, and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. A tough race in store then for our drivers today, so tell me, Anthony Davidson, what will you be looking out for as the cars make their way down into turn 1?
Well, first of all, let's hope that everyone's well behaved and we can have a nice incident-free start. That initial release is going to be the most interesting thing. The clean side of the grid will be better rubbered in, so keep an eye out for cars over there potentially making their way through.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion, and a Toro Rosso alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Ricciardo, Nico Rosberg, and Sainz, Raikkonen, Alonso, Hamilton, and Jenson Button.
So we're on the grid then for the Chinese Grand Prix in P2. Overcast weather, which is perfectly fine because it is going to be dry on there. So you can see we're not even going to be going on the super soft, so that's definitely what I want to do. We're going to stick with this strategy that we've got of 2 softs and then a medium at the end. May twist it a little bit, maybe go on the mediums on the middle stint. So we have to see how long these softs can go for, but it is a 28-lap race as well. I forgot to mention, you guys know I like to put 2 laps or more of fuel in the car, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to jump straight into the race, and my goal in this one is to get on the podium. We should have got one in Bahrain, but we had a puncher at the last corner. Spoiler alert.
Let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
So we're on to the formation lap, which is the newest feature to the F1 games. Just gets you in that zone, makes you feel like you're a racing driver, getting the tyres up to temperature, getting all your settings absolutely spot on, making sure everything is working correctly. as well. So all of us in the top 3 are on the soft tyre. So we're going to be doing the same strategy as the leaders, which is definitely what we need to be doing. But we're into dry conditions now, which I've not experienced yet on the soft tyre. So this is going to be interesting. We've got a bit of cloud cover. It's not going to rain, which is definitely... Personally, I would have liked rain because, as you saw in qualifying, we were quite quick in the wet, but we just made a few mistakes on certain corners. So a lot to take into this one. 28 laps, as I've mentioned. So we'll see how we go anyways. We're going to start our warm-up then for this race as we're just getting onto that 1 kilometre back straight where the DRS is going to be used quite a lot. It's going to be a drag fest right around here as we go. But if you're new around here, guys, make sure to remember, guys, to slap a like on this and subscribe if you like the live concept of career mode as well, as we're just getting ready for the start of the Chinese Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel is absolutely gone from me, but to be fair, I pulled away from Verstappen a little bit, but just trying to get these tyres up to temperature, get them to just about 98 degrees on the fronts. Definitely what I needed to do. Just gonna take it nice and easy now. Just try and get these tyres back up to temperature if we can. Down to 96 degrees, definitely not what we want. As the game will take away, and Vettel is already on the grid already. That's how excited he is about getting this race started on pole position. As we're just going to get now into our box for the start of the Chinese Grand Prix here. Live on YouTube as we speak on the Ryan83 YouTube channel as well. So here we go, onto the grid stop we go. Sainz as well is in 6th place, so Sainz could get up the field, which is definitely what we want. We're just waiting for the last few cars to get into their grid slots, as you can see on my screen. And I think all the cars are now on the grid, I believe. So we're ready to start then. The Chinese Grand Prix. 28 laps around the Shanghai International Circuit, a track that I do not like to race on. But here we go, the lights are on. Round 3 of Season 2, Chinese Grand Prix is away, and it's quite a good start, I've got to say, on the clean side, and it's a great start. Vettel's bogged down a little bit, and we just go side by side into turn 1. We should have the line for the lead of the race, and we do indeed. A great start there, just about getting the lead. Vettel had initially a poor start, but just got on the power than we did with that Ferrari 26, that better powered power unit than ours, and nearly kept the lead, but we take the lead of the race for the time being. And that's definitely what we want. We can see the growling sounds of the Honda behind as well. But we've got Verstappen all over the back of Vettel, along with his teammate Ricciardo. So it's going to be quite a long day for me if I'm going to try and hold off these cars. So it's still a 2-stop strategy. May play a bit with the strategies. Maybe try and do a medium middle stint and then be quicker at the end, like Raikkonen did in Bahrain. So we have to wait and see how we go on with this strategy, but we'll see how we go. Just going to have to be very cautious on this first lap. So we're going to go up to Rich, we go. Try and defend from Sebastian Vettel. We go down this 1 kilometre straight, and they're actually following me, which I would never have expected the AI to do. So we've got to stay to the right hand side. Oh my god, look behind, there's a shed of the cars going overtaking galore down the straight. And we just about hold off the lead there. Verstappen's trying to go around the outside of Vettel into the hairpin, and can't be done. Vettel's defending, which is definitely what we wanted to see. We take the cone out in the final corner, but it's been a clean start from all of us, and we lead the race after the first lap of the Chinese Grand Prix with a half a second gap to Vettel. So a fantastic start from us, and definitely one which will put us into that contention for the championship, which I'm not really going for. I'm going for a top 5 is my goal for the season, because there's going to be some tracks that this car isn't going to be good at, so I've got to think about that anytime soon. But Vettel's coming back at us, then he is. Down the straight we go towards the little hairpin corner where we struggle a lot in and lose a lot of time, and it's down to 3/10 of a second, so 2/10 quicker was Vettel on that first sector, with Verstappen losing a bit of time to Vettel as well. So me and Vettel starting to pull away a little bit over the pack, which is interestingly enough Going to be interesting to see how that pans out. With a few of them on the medium tyres, some are even on the super softs, I think, from what I saw a quick glance behind. Hopefully I won't bottle it, guys. So hopefully in Prix we've gone purple in the middle sector, but obviously this is the second lap. I think Vettel may get the fastest lap here. We'll have to wait and see. We get a bit of a poor exit there. Vettel's got a good exit. He's going to get a bit of slipstream down the back straight. Down we go. Luckily no DRS yet, so we hopefully can defend from Vettel. And it seems we are. He's not gaining on us, which is quite a surprise. As Verstappen tries to go around the outside, which has cost him, actually, as Ricciardo's now side by side with his teammate. Going into the final corner, who's going to come out on top between the two Red Bulls? And it's still going to be Verstappen. Oh, there's a yellow flag actually, I can see. So something's happened behind, and we've got a safety car, guys. So we have that safety car that's been deployed. Got to slow completely down for the safety car. So I think that's what we're waiting for. I don't know what is going on right now. We got close to be given a drive-through for something I do not know. Got to get ahead. What? Illegal overtake.
Return the position immediately, or we will be penalised.
What?
There is no overtaking during the safety car period.
Guys, can someone explain to me what the hell's going on? The safety car comes out. I should technically be in the lead. I stopped because I was going to get a penalty. Vettel goes past. And apparently the game thinks that I've got to stay behind Vettel. Are you serious, game? I have no words to describe what has just happened right there. Surely, if the safety car comes out, no one can overtake. But I had to stop or slow down for the delta, otherwise I would have been given a penalty. I am so confused right now by this game. So can someone explain that, guys? I had to slow down because the delta was in the red and I only had a few seconds before getting a penalty.
We shouldn't see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll
I have no words to describe this game right now. I have no words. Yeah, but the thing is, I slowed down to stop from me getting a drive-through penalty. So surely the safety car comes out and you can't overtake. That's what happens. As soon as it's called, you can't overtake. But I had to slow in prevention of getting a drive-through penalty, which we had in Australia, which you guys remember. I didn't even stop though, that's the thing. I never stopped the car. I was still in motion, but Vettel somehow got past. I don't know. But we've got to do it all over again right now. Let's see if we can do it. And I don't know what my game's doing. It's spazzing out now. Telling me to stay behind Vettel, but it's the safety car. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. That's annoyed me though. But it's well, in a way, we didn't get a penalty. That's the main factor. But I was just avoiding getting a drive-through. That's why I had to slow really down, because it was still 2 seconds with like 7 seconds remaining. So it's really, really weird. Oh, I don't get it. Anyway, we've got to forget about that. What's more important is we didn't get a penalty. We've only lost 1 place. It's only lap 4. We've still got time to get past Vettel. It's like Vettel in the wall. No, guys, I'm not doing that. Oh well. Yeah, to be fair, my Delta was spazzing out all over the place, so I had no option. I don't know what the hell the Delta was doing, so it was so weird, the Delta. That's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to stay behind Vettel, get as close as possible, and try and get him into turn 1. That's my challenge. That's my aim. Or stay with him and then maybe pit early and jump onto a set of the mediums and just try and extend the stint a little bit longer. So we'll have to wait and see. But it's just the important thing is we didn't get a penalty, which would have cost us 20 seconds. And we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it in the safety car conditions. So, in a way, it's a good thing, but it's also annoying in an annoying way as well. But we take it on the chin. We move on from this. Need to forget about it. Move on. Just need to forget about it. I don't know what happened. I mean, I saw a load of blobs at before the last corner, just standing still. So I don't know what's happened. Someone may have caused contact, but oh well.
Safety car in this
right, here we go, boys.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car's coming in this lap, so we've got to get right up to the back of Vettel right now.
Until the first safety car line.
And we can't pass.
Until the green flags.
So we can't pass until the safety car line. Just going to get right up to the back of Vettel right now. We're just going to pressurise him. While we're saving quite a bit of fuel as well. So the one-stop strategy is on the cards, guys. So that is definitely, I think, a possibility of a one-stop now. We have to try and get past Vettel as quickly as possible. You see right on the back of Vettel right now. Safety car is just about to pop in. I think it's going to go green after this corner. And he's gone already. Vettel's gone.
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Right, let's go, boys. Let's hunt down Vettel.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Let's take a bit of a tighter line into one as we get right onto the back of that Ferrari, which is definitely what we need to do. Just stay with him is my goal. We have a chance of winning this one. So we've gone purple in the first sector, so we are on the charge. Only 4 tenths behind the German. Right on him now. Stay with him a second. Don't count the Red Bulls though. Verstappen's still with us. It's a bit of a cheeky lock up there, not a big one. It's got to stay within that slipstream of Vettel's right now. Bit of dirty air, not helping us there. But here we go then. A lovely bit of slipstream as well. No DRS yet. And this should be easy move completed on Vettel, as there we go, down the inside we go, and we take back the lead. Just about there, nearly making contact there, wheel banging, but we just about get it done, and we take the lead back in the Chinese Grand Prix. We should have not lost it in the first place, but Vettel's coming back at us, but we have to hold the inside as Verstappen sets the fastest lap, only just though by 0.02 of a second. Just about hold on to the lead on that main straight. The DRS has not been enabled just yet. That will be coming, I think, in the next lap. We've got to start getting these moves done right now. Connor, thanks for the subscribe, mate, as well. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate it. Vettel's on us now. Let's just look at the tyre wear for a second. 34%. Still don't think it's possible to do a one stop if I'm honest, so may just stick with the two stop, play it safe. But I may switch up and go onto the mediums and go onto the softs at the end to be safe and know that I'll be quicker at the end of the stint, because that's what Raikkonen did in Bahrain, which helped him. It's what Verstappen did as well, which got him second place. So I'm going to be following what the AI did in Bahrain and do a harder middle stint and then a softer final stint. And now we have to defend now from Vettel and co. Down the back straight. In a straight line we have been quicker than the AI cars, but with a bit... here we go. See, Vettel just can't get the move done. Oh, lockup's not going to help us. But we get back on the power quickly and we hold off Vettel just about. Just brake a bit early for the final corner just to help us get a bit of entry turn in, and we get it done and we still keep the lead just for the time being, and that is a sign I did not want to see right now. With the DRS being enabled, definitely not what I wanted. Gotta get the mediums ready for us just in case. Just about holding off Vettel now. Oh my god, Vettel out of nowhere brakes really late for the corner, nearly makes a move on us round the outside, which would have been impressive, and we keep the lead of the race just about. Ricciardo's got past Verstappen, and they're side by side actually, the two Red Bulls. They're still squabbling for third place. I don't know who's winning, I can't look back. Ricciardo's now ahead of Verstappen. Verstappen's got past Ricciardo, Ricciardo's got past Verstappen. I don't know what's going on behind. But we've got the pit window.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
I'm going to have to defend now from Vettel, but I'm going to tactically go in the pits right now and try and get a bit of an undercut on Sebastian Vettel, who takes the lead round the outside of us, but we have the inside for the hairpin and take back the lead. But we're going to box this lap, do a bit of a cheeky undercut if we can, and try and hold on to the lead of this race. And Vettel's joining me as well. Nearly did a Lewis Hamilton there. As we come into the box for a set of the medium tyres, I'm going to take a gamble and pit early. But everyone's coming in. We don't want to lose too much time to Vettel and Ricciardo, which cost me massively in Bahrain. And we've been held by Alonso, Vettel, Ricciardo as well, and the Haas. We've dropped down 2 places. That's annoying. So everyone's on the softs. I'm on the medium tyre, which is interesting. So it may give us the possibility of going onto the super softs potentially at the end. And Ricciardo's going really slowly for some strange reason. But we've got to get this pace and match it with Ricciardo at least, along with Vettel. But Alonso really going in the pits has cost us there. We could have maybe done another lap to avoid that, but oh well. That's racing, guys. But these guys will be on the slower tyre come end of the race. You've got to remember that. That's why I've gone for a bit of an alternate strategy to the pack. So I've just got to keep this pace up and stay with Ricciardo if I can. There's only 1.1 seconds. I've got Lewis Hamilton behind on the softs as well. It's going to be a bit difficult trying to hold off him.
Conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you.
Just got to stay in within that slipstream of Daniel Ricciardo's. As Sainz comes into the pit lane, he's actually leading the train ahead, so definite good call there from the team. Just didn't want to take the gamble of a one stop, because that kind of dumbed me over last time out. The team sabotaging me. I don't think they're doing that, guys. Look at the shed load of cars in the pit lane. Right, who's that? Who's this coming up? Verstappen. Gonna try and go on the outside of Verstappen. Raikkonen though is the big winner from this. I've got to say, he's just come out of nowhere and is up to P5, who is on the soft tyre. Everyone's on the softs apart from me at the minute. So this may work in our favour, if I'm honest. Gonna get a good run here on Raikkonen. We're gonna break. Down the inside we go on Raikkonen. Just about. Yep, just get it done, and we move up to P5. Now, the other thing as well is that there's going to be some people on the medium tyre as well who are still out. So that's going to be my little indication of when to pit and how long these tyres can last for. So if we can get to around about lap 21, there is a possibility of us going onto the super softs. And that does not help us at all, but it could help us actually get past Raikkonen with the DRS. Because we're going to have a fresh set of super soft tyres, remember. So we could go get maybe 5 or 6 laps worth. We get a lovely bit of slipstream. Now look at the speed we've got on the Red Bull there, Verstappen. But we're going to take the inside on Raikkonen. And we take back 5th place. Right there. And we've got DRS as well for this little section as well. So oh no we don't. Okay, I take that back. We've got to defend from Raikkonen now into turn 1. We're going to leave the door open on the outside.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.4.
But he's going to be having a tight turn 1. We're just going to hold it there and maintain position. As Ricciardo's been held up here by a Renault, so that's definitely what we want. I don't know who it is. It could be either Magnussen or Jody and Palmer of all people. We've actually gone purple in the first sector as well. That's only 2 seconds behind Daniel Ricciardo. I think Vettel's been held up actually by someone else. So this is definitely a good call here to avoid this traffic. And Ricciardo is getting absolutely done here by, I think it's Kevin Magnussen. So Fizzy's doing me a favour here, calling Magnussen saying, "Oi, help out my fellow co-op teammate here." And I think Vettel's been held up by the other Renault, so which is quite funny, I've got to say. The 2 banana cars are helping me out here massively. And I think both of them aren't going to get DRS here, so this should be easy pickings for me right now. And I've got him to the DRS and we're already past Magnussen. So there we go, there's 1. Oh my god, Magnussen.
Vettel's taken the lead.
And we're not far off Sebastian Vettel, so this is actually helping me massively right now. And we're going to get DRS on Ricciardo as well. Coming into this section. So we're going to get that. We're going to just try and catch up then to the back of that Red Bull, coming down the straight towards turn 1. And this has definitely worked out a massive treat for me here. Ricciardo's gone a bit wide though, so maybe had the chance there to get the move, but we just can't get it done. We hold station for the time being. But next up, ahead of Ricciardo, is Jody and Palmer, who, as we saw, held up Vettel quite massively, so this could actually help me here. Get past Ricciardo at this point. But we've gone purple once again in the first sector, so we use the back end again. So we're going to just try and hold on here if we can. And as you can see, Palmer is holding up Ricciardo a treat here, but we just can't get past in this double left-hander section. So we're going to hold station for the time, get the DRS, and get past both of them. But Ricciardo's got a good run here on Jody and Palmer, but just can't get it done, Ricciardo. He's struggling, it seems, right now. And this has given me the great chance to get on the power quickly. Side by side we go out of the snail section. He has to lift off with the dirty air, and we get past Ricciardo and up to P3. And this should be quite an easy move as well on Jody and Palmer. And we move up to 2nd place there. So 2 positions there, as we've got yellow flags up behind us actually, as Nico Rosberg is out the race.
The safety car is out.
And we've got the safety car. Oh, this is going to be a tough call here.
Slow down, maintain positive delta.
This is going to be interesting, this. We're going to pit now, go on the soft tyre, This is an interesting call, this. But we're going to take this now. As Vettel is onto the mediums, we're going to go onto the softs. I think this is definitely the wisest of choices for me, if I'm honest.
Complete, go now.
But Rosberg's retirement there. And I feel this is the right call for me.
To speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
So we're down to 14th at the minute. We're going to go on the super softs at the end, so I think that was a wise call for me to pit then, if I'm honest. Sainz pitted as well. Oh my god, Ericsson, what are you doing? What are you doing? Ericsson there. Don't know what the hell he was doing, but we just about got away with it there. But Rosberg has brought out the safety car. I don't know what happened behind it. May have been an engine blowout, I think. So just go on the grass there. It's not what you're supposed to do. But 2 safety cars in a race. I've never seen this.
Right, pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead.
But I think definite call here to go on to the soft tyre. With 16 laps to go, we will have to pit again, I think, for the super softs, but I think it's the wisest of choices that we've done. We've got the super softs ready, but we have to absolutely go for it right now. Try and go as long as possible on these tyres and then pit for the super softs. So we're going to come out somewhere here, so it's going to be interesting if we can do this. Or I may just stay on these tyres and just try and hold them out as long as possible. But I just felt more comfortable on the soft tyre than the mediums. Vettel was just up the road, and Ericsson again. Brake checks into turn 1, just before turn 1 there. So we're in 13th at the minute. But we are going to be quicker than these cars in front. Obviously they're on worn softs, and no Vettel's on the mediums. So a lot to take in here. But we're not bottling it just yet, guys. I don't know what's going on here. My game is spazzing out at the top of my screen. I don't know what the hell's going on there. But anyone with epileptic fits, I do apologise for the spaz there of, don't know what it was doing. But I feel this is the definite right strategy for me, if I'm honest. I feel it's the best one. We have got a fresh set of soft tyres as well. And the more laps we do under the safety car, the better the tyres will last as well. Because I think they have to pit again. I think Vettel and co, they won't get to the end on these tyres, I feel. They will struggle but to get to the end, but I think this is the best shot we've got, I feel, of winning this one. We have another lap under the safety car, so the more laps we do, the easier it's going to be for me on these tyres. Got all these in front of us, I think still need to pit, obviously, which is going to cost them if they pit now, unless the safety car doesn't come in. So anyone pits, they're going to be dropping down the order. So no one's coming in just yet. I've got a feeling some people will at the end of the safety car, as the game normally does. Just gonna just check up here for Ericsson, who just likes to check up for some reason here, like he does there. And for a second there, the game told me to pass to stay behind Ricciardo, which is interesting. Nearly went to the... Oh my lord, Ericsson, what are you doing as we get the spaz from the game there? I don't know why it's giving me spaz in this section of the track. If someone can explain Sarcasm's question, then I would really appreciate it. Right now, so I think the safety car is going to come in this lap, so we're going to have 13 laps on these soft tyres, which possibly may get to the end. I might just go, it's coming in this lap, so I'm hoping that these cars in front go. We need to just get a reasonable gap to Vettel if we pass him, because he's just there. So he's about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places ahead of me. If we can just get to Vettel and then get to a reasonable amount of a gap, we can maybe go for the win. We can, but this safety car has spiced up this race even more with strategy right now. So we're going to get right up to the back of Ericsson. We can't pass, remember guys, until the safety car line, or when we go green. We'll get ready with Rich. And they're not actually going quickly, which is interesting. I think we're going to go green now. And we're going green now, boys. Here we go. The racing has resumed. No one's pitted, interestingly. This is going to be interesting, the strategy calls, but we're going to get a good exit on Ericsson. And round the outside we go, hopefully. And we get it done on Ericsson. I'm going to make a diving move down Haryanto as well. And we're up to 11th. So we're only one place behind the points paying positions, which is definitely what we want. As these cars are still on their soft compound tyres.
Our gap to the car in front is 0.7 seconds.
So we've got to get a move on now. Gain the time back on a tyre that we feel comfortable on in the first stint we did around here. Nearly went to the back of Massa there. Very close, trying to go for a move. Just didn't think there was going to be any room there. Luckily for me, Vettel's being held up actually by the pack, so
0 seconds.
short shift now. Short shift again, get into the back of that slipstream of Massa right now. No DRS yet. Massa looks like he's got quite a lot of straight line speed down here. Bit of a late lunge on Massa and we get it done. And we're up to 10th, we're in the points. As a few people are coming in then. Oh my lord, Vettel making a move down the inside of someone at the final corner. And the likes of Hamilton, Ricciardo are in the pits. Lots of action up ahead, I don't know what's going on. But this is helping me, I think. Vettel's been held up by Bottas and Perez. Oh my lord. What the hell is going on up here? It's quite scary what's going on. I think Ricciardo and co are going to be on the mediums right now to the end of the race. We'll just have to go absolutely ham right now. Try and get on the inside of Perez. Just about there. We get it done. And look who's next, guys. Sebastian Vettel is the next man in front of us. Just turning way too early there and down an extra gear. But Vettel on the medium tyres, we on the softs. We now need to pull a massive gap to Ricciardo and co, who have just pitted for mediums.
There's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Okay, copy that.
Jeff's telling me to pit for a set of the mediums. I don't want to pit, if I'm honest. I want to stay out. But Vettel will get past Bottas. No, he won't actually. So Ferrari having a bit of issues here on the straights to try and get past. as the leaders are in the pits. Bottas pits, and now we're back to where we were. Me and Vettel,
Okay, the stewards
as we're going to get some lovely run here on Vettel. We're going to take the inside into turn 1, and Vettel defends very well, I've got to say, but we will take back the lead of the race, and now we have to absolutely go for it now. We need to start burning the gaps before we pit for the super soft tyre for the final stop,
Carlos has come into the pits. Carlos is in the pits.
as our teammate has popped in as well. So we've got to get on the power now. We're going to pit on lap 22, I think, for the set of the super softs, and just go ham to the end. Because I think Vettel has to pit again. I'm pretty sure he has to. Could be wrong. Just a little mistake there from us. Just braking a bit later. But Button's in a good position here on the soft tyre, in 3rd place. We just got to get away from Vettel. That's the goal right now. He's not even in the slipstream of us, so I'm just happy to stay here until the corner. So Vettel's starting to struggle, I think. Unless he pits, he stays out with me.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
As Grosjean now is up to 3rd. On the mediums, interestingly enough, so Grosjean could be on for a podium chance here. Is the Frenchman. Just got to keep going, we've got to keep pushing. Vettel slowly losing a little bit of pace. Still a long way to go though in this one. We've still got 10 laps to go. In this Chinese Grand Prix. Just starting to build that gap now to Vettel. You see the gap starting to slowly increase, not much. Just go on the grass there, that's going to slow us down a little bit. Here comes Vettel. But Grosjean's the one to watch out for here. Could be the bit of the surprise package of this Chinese Grand Prix. But I've got to hope everyone, like the technically leaders of Ricciardo, Verstappen, Hamilton and co, are being held up by what we had earlier with Palmer and Magnussen as well, so we've got to think about that. But we're pulling away from Grosjean, which is good. As you can see there, Ricciardo sets the fastest lap, which is only a few tenths slower than what we're doing, so I think Vettel's got 1 stop. I'm pretty sure he has 1 more stop on us.
Information on Hamilton. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Well, there's 1 man out of the running for the win. Hamilton's got issues with the car. We're starting to struggle a little bit on these tyres, but get that nailed there. So we've only got 8 laps to go then, coming to the line, and there's a lot of traffic there, so that's going to be interesting. Hoping Vettel pits. And he does indeed pit Vettel. Be interesting to see what tyres he goes on, I wonder.
The pit window is open.
So we need to keep an eye on the relative here and see what tyres Vettel goes on. I think he will go on the softs, if I'm honest. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, he's going on to the mediums actually. Vettel's staying on the medium tyre. Very interesting from the team there. Very interesting. So we've got 14 seconds to Raikkonen at this minute. Can keep the gap to around about 13 seconds. Should be enough when we go into the super softs. Just got to keep pushing. But Grosjean here has a chance of winning this race. He won in Austria last season, and you can see we're putting away from him ever so slightly. The gap's 10.7 seconds.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
I've just got to call this absolutely spot on now. We're going to stay out for another lap. The only advantage I've got is the set of super softs being absolutely spot clean. No runs on them, so... And we should be alright. I mean, the tyres are alright in the minute, even though they're 52%. Even though we lost a second there, but you can see the gap hasn't changed really. 14 seconds is still the gap. With Ricciardo, Raikkonen all squabbling for that position. For what would be, I think, a net first place. Grosjean pits actually.
Teammate is 44.6 seconds.
I think Raikkonen's made contact. Oh no, they're still battling there. You can just see Ricciardo's dot on the map. But once we pit, we have to absolutely floor it. Get past Raikkonen and Ricciardo, and then preserve the tyres to the end of the race. The overcast weather may help us here with the tyre wear on the super softs, because in hot conditions this car, well, the tyres don't like hot conditions, the super softs, so this should help us. You can see the gap's still 14 seconds, so we're going to lose the lead, but we won't be that far off Raikkonen and Ricciardo, as I think Raikkonen's comfortably ahead.
14.2 seconds.
See, 14.2 seconds, so we will box this lap for a set of the super soft tyre to get us to the end of the race. Hopefully we won't get any punches. So we're going to box this time. You can just hear the sound of that Ferrari. It's a good stop there for the box, and we are now in. Could we be on for a win? This would be quite a great achievement for me if I win this one. We're going to lose the lead of the race, obviously, but we will be on the softs, the super soft tyre. So we're going to be hunting down Verstappen and co, maybe even Vettel. We've lost the lead, we've lost down to 5th place actually, but we're not far off the pack, so we'll have to go to standard, I think. We're not going to go into rich, but we have to preserve these tyres so much once we get past the pack, but we're not far off actually, so definitely what we wanted. With the help of Raikkonen and Ricciardo fighting over the lead as well, that will help me a lot as well, as they're going to lose time, which will make my life a bit easier for us. So we're just going to keep the tyre wear indicator on for you guys and see how we're doing. Just look at the grip we've got compared to Vettel. And we've got a fresh set as well. It's definitely what we want. So we're right on the back then of Sebastian. So this should be an easy move here on the German. We've we can keep the tyre wear under 10%, then that will definitely help us. But we're past Vettel. Just about. And I say that, Vettel's just pinned me. Cheers, Seb. Vettel does not want me to win this race. But we have to go ham now. A bit naughty there from Sebastian, I've got to be honest. Vettel does not want me to win this race, does he? Just gotta go for it now. We're very naughty from Vettel, I've got to say. We would have been past him by now. We would have been catching Max Verstappen as well. Right, take 2 on Seb. Let's see if we can do it better this time round. And I think Ricciardo's took the lead of the race. Hopefully we can get past Vettel easily this time. And we do it nicely this time. And we're clear now of Vettel. Next man, as we set the fastest lap of the race, is Max Verstappen. 2.5 seconds to gain. I think that can be possible. As long as we keep this 10% tyre wear average a lap on the fronts, we should be fine on tyre wear.
The gap to the car ahead is 2.0 seconds.
This sector is where we're going to gain so much time on the pack, on the medium tyre. And Vettel, as you can see, look at the gap we've got on him now. We've gained 1.1 seconds in the middle sector on Max.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
I just got to hope Ricciardo and Raikkonen keep fighting. That will be my massive advantage right now, because they're still fighting. I've got to have hope and pray they keep fighting side by side, because the more they do that, the time we gain is going to be greater. But a podium will be nice.
Right, some information on Hamilton. It seems they fixed whatever.
They're still side by side.
Back up to speed.
There's got to be a contact between them at some point. And they're still side by side. Right on the back of Verstappen we are now. This is where we gain so much. We're not far off actually. We're going to try the outside move on Verstappen if we can. And have the inside for this corner. We do indeed get the move done. Good move there from ourselves, and we are now up to P3 in the podiums. But Verstappen's going to come back at us here, and he actually gave us a tap there, did Max. So very naughty from him. He kept it in. But very naughty, Max Verstappen. Very naughty. Now the hunt is on. Ricciardo and Raikkonen still squabbling for the lead of the race here.
Ricciardo is
into the normal race position. So we're going to come up to 2 to go at the line, with Ricciardo leading from Raikkonen. We're about, I'd say, 5-6 seconds off them as we go wide there, with a bit of a moment there, but here comes Max back on us again. Got plenty of fuel as well, which is definitely what we want. But we're starting to pull away now. Got to get away now. I think we can't win this one unless Raikkonen and Ricciardo have issues, but whatever happens, Raikkonen will lead the championship with Verstappen down in 4th place.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Got plenty of fuel as well. So 5.6 seconds is the gap we've got. Going to defend now. Verstappen's got issues behind though with Vettel, so this could help us maintain at least a podium finish here, unless we get a puncher on the last lap. So don't expect the unexpected as we go on to the final lap of this Chinese Grand Prix here in Shanghai, and again we go wide. Didn't want that at all.
This is your final lap of the race.
Only gained a 10th though.
Is 0.8 seconds.
It's anyone's game up front. It could be Ricciardo, it could be Raikkonen. We don't know who's going to be winning this one between them two, but we've got a battle on our hands now to try and hold off Verstappen and Vettel behind and score our first podium of the season, after being robbed of that in Bahrain last time out. The question is, who's going to win this race? Ricciardo or Raikkonen's the question. It's going to come down to the last lap of that DRS straight, and Ricciardo realistically is in the driver's seat at the minute. And we've got some yellow flags out. Vettel's out the race.
Serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
So Vettel's out, but there he is, he's parked up now. So Vettel on the last lap is out of the Chinese Grand Prix, which is not what I wanted, if I'm honest, because it gives Verstappen the chance of getting past us now on the last lap, with the DRS just being here as well. We're in for an interesting final 2 corners here, as I'm going down the inside now. And will Ricciardo take the lead on Raikkonen? It doesn't seem he has done it, unfortunately. We'll go to lean now. We're going to be cautious now. As we come in to the last corner we go. It's going to be Raikkonen, I think, is going to win the race, but we're going to pull off a 3rd place, our first podium of the season. I will definitely take 3rd, if I'm completely honest with you. And we will take that first podium of the season, and I'll take that on the chin. Very nice.
A great win then for the Maranello team today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
Seriously, Cody's, why is Raikkonen smiling? Why is he smiling? Wow, but that was a great race there. Very exciting. And I will say, considering this is my worst track on the calendar, I will take a podium. Very nicely done there.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Kimi Raikkonen, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, my driver of the day was Nico Hülkenberg. He did a cracking job moving through the field and just highlighting why he's so highly rated in the paddock.
On to the constructors then. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
So, Raikkonen wins the Chinese Grand Prix by only 0.2 of a second ahead of Ricciardo. Us in third, I'll take that on the chin, considering I just said it's the worst track on the calendar for me. Verstappen in fourth, Bottas fifth, Massa sixth for Williams, Button seventh, Grosjean in eighth, Hulkenberg ninth, and Pascal Wehrlein scores a point for Manor, which is a great achievement for Manor, so that's good on there. And I don't know why the spray didn't pop on. I need to probably change that, but Sainz was in 15th, and the retirees were Vettel and Nico Rosberg, two big names, and Hamilton's in 12th as well. This is going to be interesting looking at the championship right now. With Raikkonen leading the way by 13 points from Max Verstappen. Ricciardo's up to third, Rosberg to fourth, Vettel down to sixth with Hamilton fifth. We're up to seventh with that performance on 21 points. Only 47 points off the lead, I will say, as well. We'll have to see how that is. For the constructors, we're up to P5. We've jumped Force India now, and only 3 points behind Williams, but only 22 behind Mercedes, so definitely think about that. And Red Bull have closed the gap to 2 points now to Ferrari with Vettel's retirement at the end. That's what we needed to see there as well. So let's have a look then at the final stuff here before we end the episode off. And the next round, guys, is in Russia, and if you're watching this live, it will be on in 10 minutes time. So we're going to be doing the qualifying session, and then I'm going to be done for the day until later this evening for the race, and we're getting close to another upgrade actually. This is good music to my ears again, still in the purple, definitely what we want, and we will continue on our merry ways here, and not bothered about the career mode score. And that is it. So that is the end of the episode, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed just now from that race. A lot of you subscribed in the last half an hour. Jokester, Hypnotize, Arthur, Sid, Simon, thank you all for following on there. So that's going to end it there. So thank you very much, guys. Keep your eyes out on my sub feed as well on Twitter, because I'm streaming again in 10 minutes for the third of 4 streams today of the career mode, and hopefully you guys will look forward to Russia, which is going to be a track that I'm despising considering what happened last season with strategy. It did do us over. So until then, guys, make sure to like the video and subscribe, and if you're watching this live, I'll see you in 10 minutes for the qualifying for the Russian Grand Prix. Until then, have a good day, guys, and I'll see you very soon. Until then, have a good day, guys. Take care.